Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, weatherweb.net, and it is Sunday the 9th of June. Thanks again for watching. Now, I always remind you that the site here is kept free of charge because of you basically coming back and using it. So I want to say thank you for doing that. Now, the same sort of weather story really for today is that we're going to get some dry weather over the coming days, but a breakdown looks set to be taking place during the middle part of this week. Got a question on how much rain there's going to be. I really don't think there'll be that much through late Tuesday and also Wednesday, but there is the chance of some heavier thundery rain affecting parts of England and Wales on Friday. Big question marks over how much and exactly where it is, so we'll have to wait and see what that brings. But really what I wanted to do today, it's Sunday, just take a very lazy trawl through some of the events that are taking place just at the moment in the climate around the country, around the world, just a review really of how things are just at the moment. It's been a while since we did one of these, so I thought it was about time. Arctic sea ice extent. This is the area of the ocean of the Arctic with at least 15% of sea ice cover. And the grey line you can see here is the 1979 to 2000 average. Note that records only go back to 1979, so it's only a short period. And the blue line that you can see here, this light blue line, is where we are in 2013, with the dashed line being where we were in 2012. And you can see that although we're below average again for the amount of ice cover, we're above where we were last year. And of course, as we get into the warmer part of the summer, that blue line is just going to continue to head downwards. But it looks like it's going to be slightly above where we were last year in terms of the amount of ice that's there. Now, just comparing it with previous years, this has years going back to 2002 on it, various different colours. And you notice here that 2013, look, if I zoom in there for you, is the red line that you can see just in the middle of the screen. That's 2013. And if I just come out once again and we look at the years as they are, there we are, that should do it, shouldn't it? You'll notice that in terms of extent of sea ice, we're second to 2003 just at the moment, and all previous years have had less than that. But you can see there is quite a big variation naturally anyway, year on year, as we head towards the months of August and September, when there's the least sea ice around. So it looks as if sea ice has recovered from where it was last year. It depends on the nature of the ice, how thick it is, as to how quickly it thins. These are temperatures north of 80 degrees north. So this is surface temperatures north of 80 degrees north. It gives us a measure of what the poles are like just at the moment, and various different measurement techniques. We've got satellite techniques here, and this is the freezing line running through here. So it gives us a mean of how temperatures look, and you can see how still the mean of temperatures north of 80 degrees north is still just below freezing. Now, in the southern hemisphere, the extent of the ice sheet is above the 1979-2000 average, which again is the grey line. So you can see that it's running above that, and has done really right the way through from March until now. It's running at a greater extent than last year, which is shown as the dotted line on there. So whereas we've got less ice in the Arctic, we seem to have more ice in the Antarctic. So that's ice. What about the sun? How's the sun looking at the moment? Well, this chart is total solar irradiance. So this is total emissions from the sun, taking us back to the end of, where are we here? To the end of March, beginning of April, in here, right the way through to the last few days. You can see how, look, we saw this kind of fall off as we went through April and May, but then look how things have picked up during the middle part of May and into June, although we've seen some steep dips over the last few days. So a general increase in total irradiance coming from the sun in the last few weeks. We're in cycle 24 of the sunspot cycle, and it's predicted from, you can see here, this purple line here, this dashed line, predicted to be a low count cycle, and the line that you can see going up and down here is the actual count. You can see how it's running to be true to normal. It's just about to reach its peak, if it hasn't already, and then the sun is forecast to go even quieter than it is now. Global temperatures, this is the chart running from 1979. This is global sea surface temperature anomalies running from 1979. And what's interesting, that I find interesting here, is to note how we saw, look, this increase in temperatures up to around 2005, and then we saw a stabilisation before they've actually fallen off. So this chart still confirms this idea of the temperature stabilising over the last 5 or so years. And for the last month, this is how sea surface anomalies looked through May. British Isles is underneath here, look, and you notice the green colours around many of the UK coasts, which took us to around 1 to 1.5 degrees Celsius below normal. And in fact, running through this central portion of the Atlantic still, once again, we've got temperatures running at or just below normal. But you notice above normal temperatures here off southern Greenland and the northeastern Newfoundland, and again across central parts of the Atlantic. Both of these playing a critical role in this season's hurricane season. So I just thought you might like that quick scoot around just to see how things are shaping up. As always, I don't really offer an opinion as to what they're all saying. There's so much research going on at the moment, and so many opinions as well that that tie in with that. That really, it's nice just to look at the data, isn't it, and just see how things are shaping up. So hopefully that's been of interest for you. We'll get back to the normal forecast tomorrow, but I just wanted to bring you up to date on what we were looking at here in the office. So once again, thanks for watching. Remember, we're kept free of charge by the adverts you're seeing around the screen here. It's by you coming back and using the site and using the adverts that keeps us free of charge. So thank you for doing that. Thanks for watching WeatherWeb, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.